Hillbilly Mamba, LeBard James, because it's really starting to feel like Austin Reaves is playing himself into the type of contract that I know his agent hopes he signs. And he said it's not all about the money. He said it's not all about the money, right? But even if he's not obsessed with the money, anytime they say it's not about the money, it's all about the money, right? And Austin Reaves, he's 27 years old. He's eligible for a 5-year, $241 million extension this summer, or a 4-year, $178.5 million extension contract otherwhere. So he could sign a $178.5 million contract elsewhere, or a 5-year, $241 million extension with the Lakers. And despite the potential financial windfall, sources tell ESPN that Reaves isn't driven by just getting the largest possible deal, and he wants stability and success in Los Angeles. And I love the fact that Austin Reaves wants to be a Laker badly. I love the fact that he plays for this city. He appreciates that they were the team that stepped up and identified his talent and developed him and turned him into the player that he was when the rest of the league didn't, right? This is like one of the great success stories. And it's another proposed deal that would have started at $19.5 million annually, a 2,000% raise from his $925,000 rookie salary after going undrafted, and a 40% increase from his 2025-2026 salary, the third year of his current 4-year, $54 million deal. But even with that jump, that offer would make him the 24th highest paid, not player, but shooting guard in the league. So at some point, this team needs to decide if Austin Reaves is a great fit with Luka Doncic, if Austin Reaves is worth paying elite money to. Does he get Tyler Hero level money? And the number one thing I'm looking at if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, as we're 11 games into the new season, the only thing, frankly, I'm looking at if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers is how does he fit with Luka Doncic? And so far, those early returns haven't been good. They've been great. They've been all time. His 124.6 points per 100 possessions with Luka, that's the highest ever recorded in NBA history for a duo. Just think about that. That's the highest ever recorded in NBA history for a duo. That is a level of efficiency that you would have to say, wait, is this just because Luka's great, which is part of it? Because Doncic has great visions, great touch, but it blends perfectly with Austin Reaves because he's got that intelligence, the way to move off the ball, the ability to create under pressure and put the ball on the deck. I think the three-point shooting will improve for sure, but I think that the way they complement each other, it is definitely something this organization has to be recognizing early on. And heading into the season, I mean, we had Alan Sliwa, Lakers insider, on the first ever LA Sports Report, and he was 50-50. I mean, he wasn't a slam dunk on Austin Reaves being a long-term fit for the Lakers, being a guy that you need to give that big bag to. But, I mean, he did miss 3 games, and I also think that how he performs in the playoffs is going to go a long way to determining if they want to get that deal done, because let's just be honest, he was not good in their series against the Timberwolves last year. But they also had an extremely flawed, incomplete roster without a legitimate center. So, I mean, if we're going to give JJ Redick the benefit of the doubt, I think we got to give some of their players the benefit of the doubt for that too. I'm just enjoying this raw B-roll, by the way. This is fun. Austin. I called Noel Austin. Noel.
Yes.
I just gave you that stat right there. 124.6 points per 100 possessions. Like, I didn't know it was that good. And it's great. Like, I mean, I hate to be that prison moment. Like, I'm sold. Like, we're signing me up. Where's the, like, but the early returns are so good that at least we can say right now that things are trending towards it making a ton of sense and all the sense in the world for the Lakers to keep Austin Reaves in purple and gold for the foreseeable future.
I mean, I really think it's been better than anybody expected. Not just the numbers with Luka when they're playing together, but also when Luka hasn't played, when he's been out with those injuries. The Lakers are at the spot they're at right now because of Austin Reaves. I would put 80 to 90% because of how he's been able to score the ball, how he's been able to get everybody on the court involved. And that makes me feel good that when you take Luka out of a game later down the course of the season, you can trust Austin Reaves with really any unit that the Lakers are putting out there right now, with the DeAndre Ayton, with the Rui, with the Marcus Smart. And, I was pretty shocked reading that too, the contract that he could command. But when you look at the new TV deal that's coming in a couple of years, when you look at what the overall salary cap is going to be, I mean, with Reaves' age, with his improvements every single year, right now you do feel good about that number for him.
Yeah, I mean, the contracts are going to be ridiculous, and it's going to feel insane for anyone. But I think for him and the styles, I mean, I love the fact that he creates his own shot, and he's a different look than Luka Doncic. And for defenses to see that, that's why it's working so far. And the kind of question I have is, how's LeBron James going to impact that? And I will say, I said on the show that everybody was trying to make those comparisons of Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. And I was the first guy to say, yeah, Austin Reaves is really good. He's not Kyrie Irving. He's not Jalen Brunson. And I still feel that's the truth, right? I mean, those guys are top 10 NBA players when they're right. But that does not mean, but now this I think is another feather in Luka's cap saying, hey, like, dude, like, I'm a dude who elevates. Like I take a C to a B to an A. Like I have that impact on players around me, and you just can't say that for everyone in this league. You can't say that for all great players around this league. So, I mean, kudos to Luka for embracing him and Austin Reaves. I think the chemistry on and off the court is something that's building as well. But I do think if you're LeBron James, it's going to be interesting to see how that number looks like as we move throughout the season too, and as their competition gets better too, because they got the Thunder tonight, you got the Bucks, you got the Pelicans, you got some road games coming up. Hopefully you stay on this hot streak.
Doug, did you see that exchange between Vando and Reaves talking about when Reaves wanted to go to the World Series game?
I did not see that one.
So Reaves wanted to make it to, I think it was Game 7, once he found out that it was going the full mile. And it was right in the midst of that really hot streak he was having. And he was talking to Vando about it. And Vando was like, bro, just go do it. And Reaves was like, no, I have to get a private jet. And then Vando was like, you can afford a private jet with that contract that you're about to get real soon.
So there you go. And here's the thing though. Like sometimes like the richest people are the cheapest people too. It doesn't matter.
He doesn't wear any he just wears like
the hoodie, the hoodie thing, right? He's got to get a hoodie line. He's got his own shoe deal, right?
He does.
It's like an Anta situation, one of those ones.
Yes.
Come on, Nike your bus guy.
Nike your Jordan, right? Then he'll
Jordan Nike, right? Yeah. But no, absolutely. I do think that kind of one of the early big takeaways for this team is Austin Reaves. He's him, and he's him with Luka Doncic. So it's something to feel really excited about. And if you're Rob Pelinka, if you're this organization that's going to be influenced by the Dodgers a little bit and how they are moving forward with contracts, so it's going to be interesting to see how financially committed they are. And I'm just happy to see that he's dealing with the pressure the way that he is. Now,